Hello everyone. What have I been up to? It's been a long time since I posted a video on my YouTube channel, and there's good reason for it. A little bit being lazy, but let's not go there yet. I've been prepping my my shop for lithium-ion batteries and charge controller, inverter, etc. My shop is a metal building that basically there was no insulation, nothing. Even though I have a wood stove, it was very hard to maintain and keep a consistent temp in the shop. So to get everything ready for solar, I wanted the environment to be a little bit better before I went forward with putting a lithium ion out here, just to be safe and helps the shop to be nicer anyway. So I'm going to actually show a little bit of my shop and then show you what my plans are and where I'm at with my batteries. So let me flip the camera around. I'm going to start with the very back of the shop. This is where my wood stove is. When I bring in lumber to dry out by the wood stove so I can use it to heat, I always stack it over there. I had two of these little drying racks, but the logs that I'm putting in them it's not sturdy enough and it kept falling out. So I need to come up with a better solution, but for right now, that will do. It's working just fine. So main source of heat is a wood stove. It's an old timer wood stove. It's actually generating quite a bit of heat. You can see right now it's about 400 or so. That helps heat the majority of the shop, but there's an electric heater up front just to keep it consistent or more consistent. I don't heat the shop every day. Right now I'm only heating it in the weekends and when I'm out here working, and I don't plan on heating it every day. I just don't have the wood for it, and I need to stop saying I don't have the wood for it, and I can keep the temperature in here pretty decent without a full fire going all the time. Up on the roof, I got two plastic. This was like painter's plastic when I very first got the building. It doesn't work very good. It works keeping some of the heat down here, but as you can see, there's a large gap. There's metal, actual steel, not steel, but tin over the wood stove directly, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to replace these with tarps, and I'll show you what I have in the beginning, or the front of the building. Coming over here, I have my TV. Hey look, I'm watching a live stream. Wonder who that is. I have my soldering area right here. This is where I was soldering in my basement. Most of my videos were in the basement before. Now the videos are going to be out here. I just want the solder fumes and everything away from my family as much as possible. And out here I plan on making a like a little hood to draw it all out and then just push it outside, so I don't have to breathe it in. But for right now, it just goes up in the ceiling. I kind of have a hole right there. It goes up in the ceiling and I don't even have to breathe it or anything. This is a mess right now because I've been working on other things like getting the insulation up on the walls. That has been more of a priority than working on batteries at the moment. I wish I was working on batteries, but I'm very close to working on batteries again. On this side, I'm going to have my screws, nuts, oils, tools, everything that I need, mechanical, woodworking, whatever. This side's going to all have it over here. I I have a little bit of everything, but it was never organized, and I kind of piled it all right here. So when I get a moment, I can actually organize it all, make it look nice. I'm probably going to build some shelves on the walls. These are metal panels that interlock with each other, so they have a rib in between each one of the insulations, rolls, bats, whatever you want to call it. So I could just put a board across there and then just, tie it to the metal, make shelves directly on the wall. It'd be pretty easy. Over here is my current state of processed, as in they've been tested last year and organized. These are the battery packs that I built and balanced last year, but they're not soldered yet. This is the remaining of the packs that I have to test to make sure they still have voltage before I solder them. I'm going at 4 volts is my cutoff. If anything's lower than 4 volts after sitting a year, swapping it out with a different battery and making sure that I'm keeping the packs as balanced as I can. Magnesite inverter. This will be put on the wall here shortly, and I'll show you what that looks like. I have my charge controller, solar charge controller there. The Batrium, I hope I said that right, there. Cells and stuff that I still have. A lot of stuff in my basement that I need to bring up here. And then this table will actually make, or this shelf would make a lot more sense. And I will put a table over here. Stereo might go on it. I don't know. That might go on another shelf. But the table actually will be a charging table and processing cells table. I only have one tote of my laptop packs up here in the shop yet. The rest are in the basement. I have 4 more totes to bring up. But for right now, that's what I have out here. And I will bring more out later. All these cells in this rack, this is where the final stage of my batteries will finally be here. For right now, unless I come up with a better plan. But pack 1 will be on these 4 shelves, and I might tighten up the spacing on the shelves. But these 4 shelves will have the batteries. But these packs right now are just sitting there. They're fully soldered. They have bus bars on them. Some of them I actually put the Anderson connectors on, but I still have to put the Anderson connectors on the majority of them. I was trying to do a battery from start to finish, and I decided that I want to do it more of fully soldered, and then I'll come back with all the packs, do the Anderson connectors, and then, more like factory assembly line type deal. And I just have random stuff on here that I need to clean up. Have my fridge out in my shop. There may be some beers in there. I don't know. I'll have to check it out later. The wiring out here. Before there's any comments, I realize the wiring out here is a mess. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm out here. But this will be the main hub for all electrical. And I will kind of show you what I have planned. Let me set the tripod up and switch to the other camera so I can explain it a little bit better. I'm having problems with my my camera, so for right now I'm just going to do this off my cell phone. At least get something out there for you guys. So anyway, explaining the solar and how it's going to come into the building and where it's all going to be mounted. This is all networking right now. I'm going to clean that up. It's a mess, but right now I'm going to clean that up and get it out of the way. There is a vent that comes to the center of the building, and they use that to vent the building when they were using this to dry corn in. Anyways, there's a vent up there, and I'm going to use that like a rain hood to bring my wires and my conduit in to the building. Then my solar will go down. There's a metal rod that connects the steel right here and holds it up. So anyway, I'm going to bring my solar conduit down to this metal, and then I'm going to bring it across, and then I'm going to bring it down on the board right about there, and this will all be in conduit. And then right about there, I will put my solar charge controller. Right about here or so, I'm going to put my magnum sign inverter, and then right here or so, I will put a breaker box, a sub panel with all the circuits to come off of the magnum sign inverter. This wire is what feeds this entire shop right now. Everything comes off of this main outlet. It's really, really bad, but for right now, it is what it is until I get everything fixed. But that's the feed that goes into the house. So my first plan is to bring up the shop completely solar, running off the lithium ions and the magnum sign. Once I test that out for maybe a couple weeks or so, then I'm actually going to use this line to take a circuit into the house, where I can run my sump pump, maybe my fridge. Not a lot, just a little bit here and there. You know, test to see how much is going across it, keep track of everything, know exactly what's going on before I extend it. Eventually, I would like to run a 220 line over to the house, but for right now, I'm just going to use the one circuit and kind of go from there. But anyway, that's the plan for right now. I will have a camera up here keeping track of the whole system and everything that's going on. And I'll actually post a lot more videos showing what I'm doing and going forward. Now that I explained the solar plans and everything like that, I want to show you guys real quick. This building is 20 foot wide, and I didn't want to heat the whole building because it's about 100 foot long, and being a metal building that wasn't insulated before, A, it's really expensive to insulate it all, and B, I just didn't want to heat the whole place. So on the other side of that, I still have probably 35 foot or so, and that's my cold storage. I keep my chainsaws, my lawnmower, etc. up there. This way I don't have to deal with the fumes or anything like that. This is completely sealed off. This tarp right here goes from wall to wall, and it actually goes all the way up to the ceiling. And I will actually put some pictures on this video showing the progress. I don't know how interesting that is to anybody, but at least I will slightly touch on the subject while I'm recording. But this tarp, this is a tarp, and this is a tarp. Both of these tarps are 12. I was zoomed in, sorry. Both of these tarps are 12 foot long, so I got a little bit of overlap. This way I can take hard drive magnets and attach it to the wall all the way around. And then I brought the tarps all the way back. They're 20 foot long this way. So I have 20 foot of area that's fully covered. This is a lot better than the plastic I did in the other side, right over there. And I'm actually going to get 2 more of these tarps and bring them down to right about here is where they will end, and that will end right before the wood stove. And then what I'll do is I'll probably put something better, maybe more tin sheeting or something up there, but this whole area will be cut off from the ceiling as well, just like that over there. That's working really, really good. If you look at the roof, you can actually see where these tarps are and the way it keeps down heat. It's phenomenal for such a cheap price. I don't have the money right now to actually like OSB the whole thing. I would love to use it like storage, but I just don't have the money for it right now. I want to get the battery project done as well. All right, everybody. Let me switch cameras. Another thing I need to work on out here is lighting. As I walk around, you can probably notice that the lighting gets really over here. I'm probably going to switch over to another shop light over here. This way, this area, when I record it, it's a lot better. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for not like abandoning my channel while I got my my act together with the shop and everything. There's a lot more going to come from these videos. I'm feeling confident now showing you guys the shop. I kind of was embarrassed in its original state. The floor had water on it every time it rained. Like this shop was in bad shape. And now that, you know, I got it under control for the most part, there might be little leaks here and there, but for right now I can actually use it. There's going to be a lot more videos. Stop jabbering and just say it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to see all the updates. Do you guys want to see a vlog of me fixing the place up, or do you want me to focus on just the solar stuff? Let me know. Let me answer any questions you have in the comments. I probably went through this video really quick because A, I'm nervous. I haven't done it in a while. And B, I don't know exactly what I've mentioned before and haven't mentioned. Maybe I can do a grand tour or something. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Bye.